Hello and welcome to Impact the Borough, a podcast from the Greensboro Chamber of Commerce. I'm Brent Christensen, President and CEO of the Greensboro Chamber of Commerce. Each week, a Chamber staff member will sit down with a guest to discuss what we're doing to start and grow businesses, create quality jobs, develop our workforce, and tell the inspiring story of Greensboro to the world. This podcast is brought to you by Truliant Federal Credit Union, a modern, mission-driven financial institution focused on the needs of its members, the businesses it serves, and our community. With 5 locations in Guilford County, including a dedicated commercial lending office at Friendly Center and a highly rated mobile banking app, Truliant makes it their business to help you grow yours. Visit Truliant.org for more information.
I'm so thrilled to be here today. I'm Dabney Sanders, the project manager for the Downtown Greenway, and I'm joined by Laura Lorenz. Laura?
Hi, Dabney. How are you?
I'm great.
Good. I work with Dabney as well on the Downtown Greenway and do a lot of our programming and our fundraising, so it's great to be with y'all today.
Yeah, so we wanted to take this opportunity to for Laura and I to have a little conversation about what's going on with the Downtown Greenway. We feel so lucky that in many ways we have been able to continue moving forward with many aspects of the Downtown Greenway despite COVID-19. Although we have had to pivot a little bit on a few things, and Laura's going to talk about that. But I wanted to start just for those listening who don't know about the Downtown Greenway. The Downtown Greenway is a collaborative project between Action Greensboro and the City of Greensboro. We started working on this, back in about 2001 when it was identified as a key component of a master plan for Center City. We broke ground on the first section in 2009 and have been constructing and opening sections and getting started on additional ones really ever since. The Downtown Greenway is a planned 4-mile paved walking and biking trail that surrounds downtown Greensboro. It actually defines our center city, and it expands the perceived footprint of what sometimes people think about downtown. The paved path itself is either in asphalt or concrete, depending on the neighborhood we're going through and the environment surrounding it, and has lots of special features, bike racks, benches, lighting, signage. We have some special features like innovative stormwater treatment facilities, some fun things like big belly solar powered trash receptacles. And we also have quite an extensive program of public art that tells the community stories and tells the stories of the neighborhood that we're passing through. So that's just a very quick summary of the project itself, but we have so many exciting things happening coming up this fall. And Laura, I would love for you to tell us a little bit about both how we've had to sort of adapt to the changed circumstances and what we're doing moving forward.
Yes, Dabney, we are very fortunate that a lot of our events have to take place outside. We've definitely had to shift how we think about our programming and reaching out to our residents and our constituents in light of COVID. But I feel like we really have a great list this fall of different events, of ways people can get involved while still social distancing and following those protocols that we're all used to right now. So I feel like we're very fortunate in that way. We have been doing all summer. We started in June with our fitness program. That's, many of you may know that we have been partnering with the Brian Y for the past 8 years to offer free fitness classes May through September, and we do that at Moorhead Park on the Downtown Greenway. And so we started those a little later this year. We started them in June, but they have been we've been doing them every week. We've had some struggles with heat and rain and all that, but we had 15 at our class last week, and so that was a really good number. Those meet every Tuesday from 6 to 7 at Moorhead Park, which is at the Spring Garden trailhead parking area, and you can park on the street and come out, and Brian Y instructors do a variety of different classes. It's an hour long, and it's a great way to be outdoors, and we do social distancing, of course, for all of our events. So those will run through the end of September. Another program that we're really excited about that we have started that's new this year is a fall nature series that we're doing on the Downtown Greenway. We have 3 scheduled right now, but we're working on others for later this fall, and we'll definitely continue these classes, pop-up events in the spring as well. We had a great class last week. It was an elderberry class that we have done a couple of times, for a couple of years, and Jennifer Zullo with Syrup and More is a guru. She sells and makes her own syrup here in town locally, and she has come out to Meeting Place to show people how they can harvest the berries, which we do grow at Meeting Place. Meeting Place is one of the only public edible orchards in Greensboro, so you can pick elderberries there and make syrup, and she shows us how to do that and gave us great tips on the benefits of elderberries. So that's a fun class that we always have a good turnout at. On October 6th, we're doing one that we haven't done before with the Piedmont Bird Club, and it is Bird Watching 101. I think a lot of people, Dabney, during this COVID have been looking for other ways to get out and find new hobbies, and I think one of them is bird watching. So we're excited to have Stella and Tom Ware and Melanie Stadler with the Piedmont Bird Club to come out on October 6th. That's going to be at 5:30 at Moorhead Park, and we're going to explore the park and look for signs of birds, and they're going to give us tips and show us, how to do that and what to look for. So that's October 6th, and then on October 21st, we're going to learn how to create our own permaculture garden in our own backyard. And that will be on a Wednesday from 6 to 7. That will also be at Meeting Place. Meeting Place is the edible orchard that I mentioned where the elderberry class was. That's located at 801 West Smith Street. So if you're coming in right there into town on Smith Street, it's at the corner of Smith and Prescott. But of course, all these events that we're mentioning can be found on our website. And so under the events, under our events page, and we are, we need to keep the limit below 25. So we do ask people, even though the classes are free, we're asking that people register just so we, don't go over that number. So you can also do that on the website.
And Laura,
yes.
Laura, what's exciting, I think, about the permaculture class is, of course, we had help from the Permaculture Guild in planning, and they've continued to maintain Meeting Place, that cornerstone site. We also are doing a redesign of Lo-Fi Park this fall, and we have commissioned 2 permaculture gardeners who studied under Charlie Headington to work on that redesign. So we're excited about that. There's a nice tie-in there.
There is, definitely. We are big fans of permaculture gardening and cannot wait to see what's going to happen, the redesign at Lo-Fi Park that will take place later this fall. So let me think of some other events that I want to make you aware of. We're very excited about goat yoga on the Downtown Greenway. Who would have thought? So we're doing that at Lo-Fi Park. Lo-Fi Park stands for Lower Fisher, which Dabney mentioned before, and it is the park that is at the corner of Eugene and Smith, right there in front of Joymongers. And we will do that on Saturday, September the 19th. From 10 to 11. And
now what is goat yoga, Laura?
Well, so it's a fun little thing if you've never done it. I can't say if you're a hardcore yoga fan, it's a pretty basic yoga class at all levels, which is great. And Kathy Unitas with Unite Us Yoga will bring her goats. She probably has about 8, I think, and they will join us in the park, and they will come up and sniff you and lick you, and maybe even stand on your back while you're doing one of your yoga poses. And just during this time of uncertainty and craziness, it's just a great way. Dabney and I did it a couple of weeks ago to test it out. We had to, do this for work just to make sure it met up to our standards, and it definitely did. And it just is a feel good, make you happy kind of event. So you do have to register for that, and there is a charge for that. So you can go to the website there and get that information. But we're excited. Fainting Goat Spirits will be coming out that day and sharing a little bit of what they offer just as a pop-up. And so that's going to be a fun tie-in as well. So make sure you register for that soon, because that will fill up. That is there's a maximum number there to keep our social distancing as well. So we're very excited about that. Then we on the 24th of September, also in Lo-Fi Park, we're doing a pop-up fitness class with the Shoe Bus Mobile Boutique. They have done some classes for us in the past. It's going to be a HIIT class, HIIT, which is kind of a functional strength kind of class. And so Emily Morris and her team will come out that night to Lo-Fi Park. That will be at 5:30, and that is free, so anybody can join us for that. So we've got a lot of things going on. It's very exciting. One thing I'd love to mention too is that I think a lot of you may have remembered that we've tried to do the Wheels on the Greenway and have had successful events in the past, but we did have to cancel it for this year. But we still had all these bikes that have been collected and donated by people like you and people just all over the community who want to give a bike to a kid in need. So we have collected over 100 bikes, and so we're in the process of repairing those and getting ready to donate them to over the next couple of weeks. We're giving them to one of our partners, Warnersville Recreation Center, which is not far from the Downtown Greenway. We've partnered with them for a number of years, and so we've got bikes for them and some of the kids that come to the rec center. We are also giving bikes to kids at Jefferson Elementary School, and it's great because they're doing a contest, a writing contest, and the principal there is asking the children to write a story about why they think they should get a bike. And so she's doing a little contest to promote or help them work on their writing skills and also receive a bike in the process. So that's we'll be doing lots of coverage on that and sharing pictures on our website of the bike donation. So that's a very exciting and very heartwarming thing that we're doing this fall. So we're pleased to be a part of that.
That is, Laura, that's great. And I just love the fact that as we're seeing greater usage on the Downtown Greenway, as many greenways across the community are seeing, that we're having these additional opportunities to allow people to sort of experience the Greenway in different ways, whether you're interested in fitness or whether you're interested in greater community engagement, whether you're interested in learning a little more about nature. I feel like we're really providing such a nice opportunity for that. And I know that, one of our big signature events is the Run for the Greenway. And we celebrated our 10th anniversary of that last year. And so I'm excited for you to tell our audience about how that Run for the Greenway is going to work this year.
Yes, that is our biggest event. And although we were sad that Wheels on the Greenway was canceled, we're very excited that we are still able to do the run. It does look differently this year. We debated about not having it this year and just waiting till next year, but we just thought we would miss this great opportunity to get people out on the Greenway and do it in their own time. So we are doing the Run for the Greenway virtual challenge. And so that will take place start on October 17th with a pop-up packet pickup. That's a lot of P's there, but we're very excited that we're able to do that. It's a rolling event that will start. It will be 1 to 5 on October 17th, and you will sign up. You can sign up now for the run. All of the information is on the website, and you sign up, and then you will pick up your packet and your neck gaiter. Every participant will have a cool neck gaiter that they can wear, and it has multiple uses. And during this time of COVID, you can use it as a mask or use it, for cooling as you're running. So that's a great little perk that we're able to provide this year to all the participants who sign up. So you'll stop in, pick up your information, and then you run the run on your own, the 4-mile loop. You will run it between October 17th and October 31st on your own time. You could run it on the 17th if you wanted to. We will provide the suggested route, and it is on the 4-mile loop of the Downtown Greenway. The section, however, that Dabney, you can talk about this a little bit later about some of our construction that's going on, but the section along the western side, of course, is not complete, and so we have a little kind of we run parallel to that, which is great. So it kind of gives you the feel of what the run will totally be like, hopefully this time next year. And so you run it in your own time. You post your results and photos to the Race Joy app that we have on the website. Jones Racing Company is the racing timing company that we've used, and we're still partnering with them this year, and they're managing all of that for us. So it'll be a great way to, of course, share your results and get your times in. And you really could also run your own route. So if you happen to live in Winston or you live in Wilmington now and still want to participate and support the Downtown Greenway, you can pick your own 4-mile loop and still, upload your times for that. So that's a neat feature that, Dabney, that we haven't had before with past runs. So I think there's been a lot of neat opportunities for us this year doing it as a virtual run and getting people. We're going to have some trivia and some ways, you'll find out information and about the Greenway as you run the course. There's a scavenger hunt. There's lots of different ways. We tried to be really creative to get people engaged. And I think it's a great family-friendly opportunity because you can still run the 1 mile. For those of you who remember, we've always had a 1 mile fun run. And so you can still, if you've got smaller kids and you want to do the 1 mile, you can still do that. And you can pick a section along the Downtown Greenway, a 1 mile section, and run that and upload your time. So we're very excited. And then the neat thing, since we can't all have a big party like we've done in the past, we're going to have a virtual closing event on Sunday, November the 1st from 4 to 5. And that's where we will, recognize the top runners. We will have random prize drawings for different gift certificates and that support local businesses here in town and in downtown. So there'll be lots of opportunities to win prizes during that. We will have live music, and it'll be a fun 1 hour just to kind of celebrate the runners' accomplishments and support the Greenway and get some good prizes. So that'll be on the 1st. And so that's how we're going to work it this year. And hopefully this time next year, we will be having a big celebration because we'll be near completion of the entire Greenway, and we can really celebrate with a big party and a run this time next year. So,
well, that sounds like really nice planning and an exciting opportunity for people to still be a part of it, but do it in a safe way during these circumstances.
Exactly. So we're excited about it. So go to our website and you can get more information there. One other opportunity that I didn't mention that I'd love to share is that we always are doing cleanups along the Downtown Greenway. So that's been a great way this summer for businesses and organizations to come out to do some cleanups along the Greenway, picking up trash. So if you ever, if you have a business or if you have an organization organization that would like to do that, please let us know, because we can always use help. There's always weeds to pull and that kind of thing. We did have a volunteer work day last weekend that we do regularly over at Woven Works Park. And Woven Works Park is the park that's located at the corner of Lindsay and Moreau. And we had a group come out to pull weeds at the pollinator garden there. And we do that several times a year. So we can always use help for that as well. So we've got a lot going on, Dabney, programming wise, but I know we've got lots of construction, and like you said earlier, we're very lucky that that's been able to continue during these times. So would you like to share what's happening with the Greenway and what the timeline is for the rest of the construction?
Sure. Well, Moreau Boulevard, the section that runs along the eastern side of the Greenway and then continues to Fisher Avenue along the north, has been under construction since not this past April, but the April before, April of 2019. And we are so fortunate that that construction schedule has been timely and has been efficient. We are expecting that section to be completed by the end of October of this year. So we just have another 2 months on that. I was just out of Greensboro for the past 2 weeks, and when I drove back in yesterday, I drove up Moreau just to see the changes, and it's just amazing to see what's happening. They're doing lots of work now on Fisher Avenue in between Green Street as it crosses Elm and Magnolia. So very excited to see that construction come to a close, and that will bring us to having 3 miles of the 4 miles complete. And we think the Run for the Greenway virtual challenge this year will be a great way for people to actually see that and experience that brand new section.
Yeah, that's
and
exciting.
Then, Laura, as you mentioned earlier, the railroad corridor along the western side will be the final section that we will put under construction. We have the plans and the drawings ready for that. We're waiting on a few final approvals from the North Carolina Department of Transportation on that section, and we are anticipating that we will put that section out to bid sometime towards the end of the year, which would allow us to then go under construction next year. That's about a mile-long section. It's a particularly important section because it is the southern end of the Atlantic and Yadkin Greenway. And so we'll build our mile section of the Downtown Greenway, and then eventually from Benjamin Parkway up to Markland Avenue behind the Target Shopping Center, that section will be completed. That's a project that the city of Greensboro is working on. And it'll provide that amazing full connection to the ANY Greenway and up to lots of important amenities in that part of town, going through Midtown and connecting up to the Battleground Parks District, and of course all of the watershed trails as well. So that's kind of where we are with construction. We hope that a year from now we will be nearing the end of getting this project completed, which is super exciting.
Yeah, since we can run, next year's run will be on most of the Greenway, so that's very exciting. Yeah. And so there's several art projects that are underway, which is we're in great anticipation of the Freedom Cornerstone, and there's several others. Would you talk about those?
Sure. So that's one of the things I particularly enjoy about work on the Greenway are these public art projects. The Freedom Cornerstone is the 4th and final cornerstone that we'll be building. It's at the intersection of Gate City Boulevard and Moreau Boulevard. If you drive by there, you can see sort of a big open area that actually right now has some piles of dirt and gravel, but that is the site of that Freedom Cornerstone. And that's, of course, looking at Greensboro's history with the sit-in movement and the role that Greensboro played in the greater civil rights movement across the country. We're thrilled that artist Radcliffe Bailey from Atlanta is working on that piece. He's actually working on his design. We have just received his proposal on the 15th of September. And we are excited about working on how to share that with the public and get some public feedback about that. So I encourage everyone to stay tuned to that as well. Another public art project we have is the Westwoods project, and that's over on the west side of the Downtown Greenway. Artist Thomas Sayer from Raleigh is working on that. We are building that on near 501 Guilford Avenue, between Guilford Avenue and Friendly Avenue along the railroad tracks. It's a wonderful sort of unknown site, I would say, with a stream there. And Thomas is doing his large-scale earth castings there, and he will begin his actual physical work on the site in early October. And he will be working the better part of the months of October and November, so that he plans to finish that up in December. He's proposing these 3 sort of monumental cairns that will be formed from these earth castings, and has a wonderful relationship with the site itself and the stream that goes by there. So that's super exciting. And then one last art project we're working on down at the Moorhead Park Trailhead parking area. The city had to do some repair work to the bridge there, and we lost one of our favorite public art pieces, Color House there. That was the mural that was painted there. We are seeking proposals from certainly local artists, but also opening that up to artists who are based in the state of North Carolina. And we look forward to sharing the proposal that the art selection panel selects for that. So you can keep your eyes on that. We've mentioned lots of this information being on our website, and that is www.downtowngreenway.org. And I encourage you to take a look at that. To stay updated with information about the Greenway, you can sign up to be on our e-blast list. Laura sends out, you send out an email, Laura, about once a week?
Yeah, usually once a week. It's typically once a week, usually on Mondays, but if we have a lot going on, we might send 2, but that's kind of rare. So you can just go to our website and sign up for those e-blasts. It'll pop up when you click on the website, and you can just put your email address in, and we will add you to the list.
Great. And you can access our social media as well. We're active on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. That's another great way to stay connected with us. I would say, I guess as we sort of close this out, that we love for people to continue to stay engaged with us, and you can do that in a number of ways, certainly participating in our activities. If you're interested in volunteering, you can reach out to Laura about what those volunteer opportunities are. We're also continuing, we're not actively fundraising at the moment, but we are always open to people wanting to support us with contributions to the Downtown Greenway. We get surprised sometimes when just some folks feel like they want to be a part of making this incredible amenity happen for Greensboro. And you can find out information about how to support us on the Downtown Greenway website as well. So this has been a great conversation. Laura, thank you for all of your work on putting together just these really exciting opportunities to keep people engaged during a time, as you said, that sometimes can be a little uncertain, and we want to provide opportunities for people to get outside and feel engaged and be a part of making this a great community.
Thank you, Dabney. All of your work to make the actual trail happen has been such a collaborative effort, and so it's been a great spring, or summer and fall, and a little different than we thought. But I think we're really trying to get out there and see people, and we'd love any ideas if you've got some kind of outdoor connection or idea. We'd love to hear from you in any way, shape, or form. So thank you again, Dabney, for the conversation, and we'll see you all on the Greenway.
This podcast is brought to you by Truliant Federal Credit Union, a modern, mission-driven financial institution focused on the needs of its members, the businesses it serves, and our community. With 5 locations in Guilford County, including a dedicated commercial lending office at Friendly Center and a highly rated mobile banking app, Truliant makes it their business to help you grow yours. Visit Truliant.org for more information. You can find all of our episodes on YouTube thanks to our video sponsor, North State. Impact the Borough is recorded at Press Play Studios. Producers are Brody Cohen Glaze and Holly West. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at GSO Chamber. See you next time.